Gratitude 1. In a narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 7500, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised that every situation is blessed for a believer. The only condition is that they need to respond to each situation they encounter while obeying Allah, the Exalted, specifically, patience in difficulties and gratitude in times of ease. There are two aspects of life. One aspect are the situations people find themselves in, whether they are times of ease or difficulties. The control of what situation a person faces is out of their hands. Allah, the Exalted, has decided this, and there is no escaping them. Therefore, stressing over the situations one faces does not make sense, as they are destined and therefore inevitable. The other aspect is a person's reaction to each situation. This is in each person's control, and this is what they are judged on. For example, showing patience or impatience in a difficult situation. Therefore, a Muslim must concentrate on their behavior and reaction in each situation, instead of stressing over being in a situation, as this is unavoidable. If a Muslim desires to succeed in both worlds, they should assess each situation, and always act in the obedience of Allah, the Exalted. For example, in times of ease they must use the blessings they possess as prescribed by Islam, which is true gratitude to Allah, the Exalted. Chapter 14 Ibrahim, verse 7.
And remember when your Lord proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor."
And in times of difficulty, they must show patience, knowing Allah, the Exalted, chooses what is best for His servants, even if they do not understand the wisdom behind the choices. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 216.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows while you know not.
It is important to note that success in every situation, in the main narration, has been indicated for the believer and not the Muslim. This is because a believer possesses stronger faith, which is rooted in Islamic knowledge. As a result of their stronger faith, they adhere more strictly to the sincere obedience of Allah, the Exalted, which involves patience in difficulties and gratitude in times of ease. Whereas the Muslim is someone who has accepted Islam, but due to weak faith, which is caused by ignorance of Islamic knowledge, they may well fail to respond to different situations with the sincere obedience of Allah, the Exalted. Therefore, it is vital for one to gain and act on Islamic knowledge so that they reach the rank of a believer, and therefore maintain their sincere obedience to Allah, the Exalted, under all circumstances. Gratitude 2. In a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmizi, number 1954, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised that whoever is not grateful to people cannot be grateful to Allah, the Exalted. Even though there is no doubt that the source of all blessings is none other than Allah, the Exalted, nonetheless, showing gratitude to people is an important aspect of Islam. This is because Allah, the Exalted, sometimes uses a person as a means to help others, such as one's parents. As the means has been created and used by Allah, the Exalted, being grateful to them is in fact being grateful to Allah, the Exalted. Therefore, Muslims must show good character, and always show appreciation for any aid or support they receive from others irrespective of its size. They should show gratitude to Allah, the Exalted, by using the blessing according to His commands, as He is the source of the blessing, and they must show gratitude to the person who helped them, as they are the means which was created and chosen by Allah, the Exalted. A Muslim should show gratitude verbally to people and practically by repaying their act of kindness according to their means, even if it is only a supplication on their behalf. This has been advised in a narration found in Imam Bukhari's Adab al-Mufrad, number 216. The one who does not show gratitude to the outward manifestation of the help of Allah, the Exalted, meaning a person, will less likely show it directly to Allah, the Exalted. The person who does not show gratitude to people cannot show true gratitude to Allah, the Exalted, and therefore they will not be given an increase in blessings. Chapter 14 Ibrahim, verse 7.
And remember when your Lord proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor."
If a Muslim desires an increase in blessings, they must fulfill both aspects of gratitude, namely, to Allah, the Exalted, and to people. Gratitude 3. In a narration found in Sunan Ibn Majah, number 4142, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised Muslims to observe those who possess less worldly things than them, instead of those who possess more, as this will prevent them from becoming ungrateful to Allah, the Exalted. Unfortunately, some incorrectly observe the lives of others, which appear to be better than their own life. For example, normal people often observe celebrities and mistakenly believe their life is better. In most cases, this concept is not true, as people who appear to be in a better situation may well be facing difficulties which would make others not wish to trade places with them. An outsider will only observe things from one shallow point of view. But if they could see the whole story, they would realize everyone faces problems, and no one has the perfect life irrespective of what they own or how famous they are. Often this misconception is caused by the media. But people fail to remember that the aim of the media is to paint a certain picture of the lives of celebrities which look appealing to read about. In most cases, if they only reported facts without sugarcoating them, the majority of their customers would turn away from them. Muslims must avoid this false belief, as it is a tool of the devil who uses it to inspire people to become ungrateful over what they possess. The correct mindset which has been advised in this narration will prevent one becoming ungrateful to Allah, the Exalted. Whenever a Muslim feels ungrateful, they should shift their focus to the countless people who are living in severe poverty and facing much greater hardships than them. This will encourage them to be grateful to Allah, the Exalted, for what He has granted them. This gratitude is practically shown by using the blessings one has been granted in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted. This will lead to an increase in blessings. Chapter 14 Ibrahim, verse 7.
And remember when your Lord proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor."
The grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. It is in fact green enough on one's own side. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 216.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows while you know not.
But in respect to one's religion, they should always observe those who are more dedicated to Islam than them. This attitude will prevent one from adopting laziness when they observe those who are less dedicated to Islam than them. Observing others who are less dedicated to Islam can even encourage one to justify and belittle their sins, which is a dangerous path to adopt. Observing those who are more dedicated to Islam will also encourage one to strive harder in their dedication to Islam in order to fulfill their potential. The root of this is gaining and acting on Islamic knowledge. Gratitude 4. I read a news article a while ago, which I wanted to briefly discuss. It reported on the coronavirus and the physical restrictions associated with it, such as not leaving one's house unnecessarily. It is important for Muslims to realize the countless blessings they have been granted by Allah, the Exalted, as this realization will inspire them with true gratitude, which is to use each blessing they possess correctly, according to teachings of Islam. Muslims often fail to acknowledge these blessings, such as having the freedom to leave one's house whenever they wish. In addition, this true gratitude is extremely important, as the Holy Quran warns that those who changed in a negative way, such as failing to show true gratitude to Allah, the Exalted, were tested with difficulties by the removal of these blessings. Chapter 13 Ar-Ra'd, verse 11.
Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves.
For example, it is obvious to anyone who observes most mosques during the obligatory congregational prayers that the vast majority of local Muslims do not attend them. Attending the mosques is the very essence of showing gratitude for being granted a mosque by Allah, the Exalted. But as many Muslims failed to show this true gratitude, Allah, the Exalted, changed the situation by closing them through this virus outbreak. Muslims should therefore regularly assess the blessings they possess, so that they show true gratitude to Allah, the Exalted, by using them according to His pleasure and commands. This will cause things to change in a positive way, and increase the blessings they are granted. Chapter 14 Ibrahim, verse 7.
And remember when your Lord proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor."
In addition, these social restrictions should also remind Muslims to make use of the blessings they possess, which normally pass away with time, such as good health and time. The one who utilizes their blessings in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted, such as their good health, will find that they receive the same support and reward from Allah, the Exalted, even when they eventually lose this blessing. This has been advised in a narration found in Imam Bukhari's Adab al-Mufrad, number 500. But those who fail to utilize their blessings correctly will lose out on gaining reward while they possess them, and when they eventually lose them. This is a manifest loss. Gratitude 5. I had a thought which I wanted to share. Muslims often increase their obedience to Allah, the Exalted, such as attending the mosques for the congregational prayers or reciting more spiritual exercises in times of difficulty. But in times of ease they often relax and become lazy. But it is important to note that generally it is more important to be more on guard and increase one's obedience during times of ease than times of difficulty. This is because one often sins more during times of ease than difficulty, such as abandoning their obligatory duties. If one reviews the different misguided people in history, such as Pharaoh and Qarun, they will observe that their sins only multiplied during times of ease. Someone who is facing a difficulty where they are stuck and have no option but to patiently wait for relief is less likely to sin, as they desire to be relieved of their difficulty. Whereas, a person experiencing times of ease will be in a better position to enjoy and overindulge in worldly things, which often leads to sins. For example, a person facing poverty is less likely to sin, as many sins require wealth. Whereas, a wealthy person is in an easier position to commit those sins, such as purchasing alcohol or drugs. Therefore, Muslims should take note of this and ensure they maintain or even increase their obedience to Allah, the Exalted, during times of ease, so that they do not fall into sins and disobedience. In addition, the one who is obedient to Allah, the Exalted, by fulfilling His commands and refraining from His prohibitions during times of ease, will gain the support of Allah, the Exalted, during their times of difficulty, which will aid them to overcome them successfully. Chapter 47 Muhammad, verse 7.
O you who have believed, if you support Allah, He will support you and plant firmly your feet.
Over 400 free ebooks, audiobooks, infographics, podcasts and blogs available on our website, www.shakepod.com.